Hey, what's going on, guys? Wanted to shoot a quick video. I just got moved into my new apartment here in Miami, and I was on the balcony, and I was just sitting here thinking, man, how did I even get here? How did I wind up in this apartment in Miami? Not just in Miami, but in the dead center of Miami. I mean, we are on Biscayne Boulevard. I mean, I can literally walk across the street to the Miami Heat Stadium. I'm sitting there thinking, how in the world did I even get here? So you kind of see what I'm talking about. I don't know how well you can see this view here. It's unbelievable. I would show you a little more of the actual apartment, but we just got moved in literally 2 days ago. And so we still have boxes around. It's a mess right now. We just ordered a bunch of furniture last night, trying to get this place a little better. But show you a little more of the views. This is what I was talking about. The views are insane. And I don't know if you can see right over here. That right there, the dome, that's the Miami Heat Stadium. And so I was sitting back here and just sitting here thinking, how did I even wind up here, you know? In this insane part, I mean, we're paying $3,000 a month. It's a small apartment, too, 2-bedroom apartment, $3,000 a month. And maybe to some people who are maybe from this city or maybe from somewhere like New York, Chicago, LA, maybe that's not crazy to you. But for somebody like me, who's from a small town, that's insane. That's more, and I'm paying rent. I'm not owning this place. That's more than anyone in my family would ever even dream of paying. And I'm 21 years old. I'm not trying to be boastful and, oh, look at me, but I just want to do this video to talk about my story, you know? And the facts are, that's more than anyone in my family had ever thought about paying in not just rent, but even a mortgage, if they even owned the house. Back where I'm from in South Carolina, my stepdad doesn't even pay half of this for his mortgage. And he has a pretty big house, nice house. And he doesn't even pay this. And we're renting. And I just kind of want to talk about, how did this even come about? Where are we at now? What were the steps we took to get here? So I guess it would start back to where everything began. And that starts all the way back to where I was born and raised. And that's a small town in South Carolina called Irmo. I-R-M-O, Irmo. And I think the population's like 11,000 people. I went to a couple different elementary schools, and then ended up going to Irmo Middle School. And then I did my freshman year at Irmo High School, and then went to a different high school. Getting a little ahead of myself here, but I didn't end up doing my senior year. I almost dropped out of high school. I was this close. It wasn't for how much my mother wanted me to graduate. I could care less about graduating. But if it wasn't for how much my mother wanted me to graduate, I wouldn't have. Anyways, I was born in Irmo, South Carolina. It's right next to the capital, which is Columbia, South Carolina. And it was, honestly, it was nice. It was a nice childhood, nothing crazy, nothing spectacular. I was raised by great parents, had a great family. Middle class, you know, we weren't wealthy, but I never hurt for anything. You know, I never missed a meal. I always had clothes on my back. It wasn't, Balenciaga or nothing like that, but I always had clothes on my back, you know, and we did okay. And most people are satisfied with that, you know. And to be honest with you, in the very beginning, I don't really know what sparked this in me, because I think something sparked this in me a long time ago. I don't know if I was born like this, it was just within me, or if something happened in my life that turned this switch for me and changed everything. And this little seed began to grow into something bigger and bigger and bigger. Of wanting something more, of wanting more in life than to be middle class, than to be satisfied with the clothes on your back and not missing a meal. I never wanted that. I don't know about you, but I never wanted that for myself. I always wanted much more. I've always desired abundance. I want a lot. I want And then I want ridiculous amounts of money, money that I could never go through. I want to have so much money in my life that I give, when I pass, I give that to my family. Within my lifetime, I want to make my brothers and sisters and I want to have them all good, all taken care of, living good, living like I am here now. And then by the time that I pass, I'd like to have my children to be extraordinarily wealthy. And then I want to be at that point so wealthy that I can then, towards the end of my life, and then once I pass, have hopefully my children just give away money. Just do what Bill Gates is doing. Just give away billions and billions of dollars. That's what I want for my life. I want abundance in every area of my life. Finance, I want to have abundance in health. I want to have abundance in relationships. I want to have abundance friends. I want to have an abundance in connections. I want to have abundance. That's just how I am. That's what I want, and that has been. I have learned that that you're not always born like that, thinking about abundance and billions of dollars and stuff. It is somewhat a learned trait. And I can talk about that a little more maybe in the next coming videos. But anyways, I don't want to make this one too long. I'm going to make this to be a multiple part video. This is part one of my story. And I guess this is almost the intro. And so part two, we're going to really get into where this started. Starting all the way back in Irmo, South Carolina, leading all the way to today in the dead center of Miami, Florida. Right here, these crazy views. Play soccer right down there. I mean, it's just crazy. So, I'll see you in video number 2.